All right.
Hey, okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So we are here. The final four have submitted kind of like a couple hour challenge. We gave it to them just to move things a little bit faster tonight. So I'm sure they do not want to hear me rambling. I don't know. Is everyone here? Oh, there's Cake. We're gonna let you know who won. So are you guys ready? So congratulations. With a time of 36 seconds, Cake, you have one final immunity, and you are guaranteed a spot in the final callbacks. Yeah. Other than that, we're gonna give you guys about 5 minutes, and just decide your vote. And one of you will be the final member of our jury.
I'm gonna
As the rest of you.
do
Wait,
two
time out.
Break
I
out.
won?
two breakout
You
rooms.
Yeah, you did.
Breakout rooms. There's no room limits. There's only four of you.
Or do we have breakout rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
I've
have
literally just
access.
made them. Do not go,
Um,
jurors. If you are a juror, do not go to a breakout room.
And you said
Okay.
there's no limits?
There's no limits. Mine's default sending me
I
to room
fix
3.
it. I fix it.
Yeah.
Mine's default sending me to room 3 if y'all wanna
I
go to room
fixed
3.
I'll go to one.
One? Okay, I can do
Yeah,
one.
I wanna-
Kevin, do not. You
I wanna-
want me to
I
go?
wanna
Because then
talk
you
to
can't.
Cake really
It
quick.
should allow you to freely. Oh yeah, I can't.
Yeah, because the end of the live stream.
Oh right, yeah. It's gonna. Well, no. What's gonna happen is it's gonna record what I'm doing.
Is there an
No,
idol
no,
here?
no,
I'm the
it'll
last
end the live
person to
stream.
leave.
Actually.
Wait, what?
If Kevin moves rooms, it'll end the live stream.
No, it's not gonna. It's not gonna end it. It's gonna record what I'm doing because I'm recording.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were live on the page.
I am live on the page, but I've
Yeah,
seen.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm saying it's gonna record it, and then it's also gonna, and it's the end of YouTube for me before. So I don't know.
Oh,
Unless something news.
okay, because I've seen the opposite happen before. But yeah, Jay, if you want to hop in.
Well, it just means Kevin can't go to the breakout room, so we don't know what's going on. Surprise for everybody.
So then, because I can't do it in the breakout room. Anyways.
Luke is gonna yell at you, Kevin.
Well, not at 5:05 p.m. I think I should be fine.
Yeah, just so everyone knows I'm at my house. Come here, Loki. Let's go outside. Come here. I have to do laundry. Come here, little shit. Loki says hi, Kevin.
Hi, Loki. Oh, I do need to do that, Peter.
See, he
Thank
says
you.
hello.
This timer indicates when we're when everyone's coming back.
Okay.
So how's everybody doing for those watching? We are currently waiting for the final four. This is unfamiliar territory for me. I'm usually scouring the breakout rooms, yelling at these people, fucking, blowing this thing at them, telling them to like shut up because we're at room limits. But the dilemma is there's no room limits. It's just final four. So we can't really do that. So I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I think I'm just gonna read you something about High School Musical 2 and bore you to death because that's what I got to do. I don't know how to shut the fuck up ever. So I'm just gonna read something. All right, article High School Musical 2. Let's see. Watching High School Musical 2 with no sound. All right, we're gonna read this whole thing. So, when you think of High School Musical 2, I'd be surprised if the first thing that comes to your mind is color. I'm pretty sure it's the music. Every single song is so iconic that the sound of each first note, memories come flooding back. I'm jumping on my couch in my living room, singing and dancing to the movie High School Musical 2. Has always just been about the movie to me. So when my Peter did not want to hear my story. That's very rude. But when my amazing friend Sabraya asked me to write an article about the colors of High School Musical 2,
Really,
I
Kevin?
decided to watch the movie differently than I always have by watching it with no sound. I immerse myself in the visuals and color of a film known first and foremost for its music. When I first clicked start, I immediately noticed that every color has its saturation cranked to 1,000. All the outfits are so bright, they almost pop right out of the screen. Gray and brown are otherworldly horrors in the universe of High School Musical 2, rarely seen at all except hiding in the corners of East High. Even dirt isn't found in the familiar pale browns and beiges of reality. In the New Mexico deserts, where most of the film takes place, soil is instead a brilliant red. I couldn't think of anything that fits better for the world where a baseball player can insist he doesn't dance while romping across a baseball diamond in a Broadway-esque choreographed dance sequence. The colors are campy, fun, and intense. Everything the movie is. Having seen High School Musical 2 more times than I like to admit, context was sometimes enough to figure out the gist of conversations, but often I had to fall back on the visuals to remember specifics. The colors always grabbed my attention first, whether it was the bright blue sky, the dazzling silvers. I feel like I'm reading the fucking AM. I feel like I'm reading the transcript of the fucking the many metal items with the brilliant outfits in every color.
1 minute warning, Kevin. 1 minute warning.
The second, oh, yes. Hold on. Let me do that. I never got to do this before, so I'm excited. All right, everybody, 1 minute warning. 1 minute warning. If you
They
are
just
talking...
told us to come back. They just told us to come back, that we didn't have any more time.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
So do we have time? Because the timer still says 40 seconds.
Yeah, because I'd be down.
Oh,
I guess
for me, it says the live stream went up 7 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. I guess my timer's wrong then.
Yeah, it's okay.
Don't ask me a question first. I'm changing my outfit because I don't like this outfit.
Okay.
While you do that, I'm gonna post the live on the Facebook page because I haven't done that yet.
Crystal says 40 seconds.
I won't ask much questions. I'll just kind of make it open format and then congratulate Cake. So with Cake, you're better. You can.
I'm not back just yet. Just give me 1
No,
second.
you're good. You're good. Take your time, girl. We gotta look all pretty. I get it.
Well, yes.
How much time did I take?
You were like 1:14, I think.
Is that good?
So here's the official times while we're waiting for Kevin to go live. So we had Mike in fourth with 3 minutes and 7 seconds.
I did really bad on that.
Jazzy was in third with 1 minute 17 seconds.
I don't want
Christy
the
was
sunglasses.
in second with 1 minute 4 seconds. And Cake was in first with 36 seconds.
Oh my god, this makes this shit even more ridiculous right now. Oh,
I know.
God.
This is
What about
wild.
third and fourth, though? I'm curious. I want to know if I did worst or second worst.
You were fourth. I was third.
Of course I was.
It was like you
I
had
had
a
to
very
I had to
Block
refill
flow.
on the first ball, and then everything else just went so smooth. I was like, God damn it!
Oh, yeah. I had technical difficulties doing mine. It was a time.
And you
All
still
right,
beat me.
we're posted on the
All
live.
right.
So we're good.
All right, so Cake, you ready? Cake, congratulations. How did it feel that you have a chance to plead your case to the jury?
I was not expecting to win that challenge. I was expecting everyone to do light years better than me. It feels good now that I have my confirmed spot. I'm hoping the jury is being open-minded. However, that question, I feel like to answer a question that I feel is going to be asked, I feel like this vote's very crucial because no matter what, we've all been working with each other up until this point. So it's going to be very interesting to see how things go.
Does anybody have? I mean, I'll just let you all open it up and talk if you want. It's 5 before. Kind of hard to ask some questions, so I can talk if you.
we can like pitch to stay.
Yeah, pitch
I
a
don't
do your thing.
I don't mean to actually, but light years is distance, not time. Thank you, Pokemon.
What happened? Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Thank you, Pokemon.
I have
I
a
know
question.
either.
What if there happened to be a tie? What would the procedure then be? We
I
would
do
try.
have a fire. I do have a fire making challenge, and it is a doozy. So
Oh gosh.
I'll
It's a
say-
what?
it's a doozy. It's what.
I mean,
Um.
if you do choose to vote with me here, Cake, and I go, and it's a puzzle, like I'm going to the jury, and then you probably have my vote. So if that's any incentive to consider making it a tie, that would be great. Jazzy and Mike, I respect the games you play wholeheartedly. Like, Jazz, you're a
Absolutely.
great social player. You're great with making connections in the messenger and
Thank you.
building
Disagree. I
relationships
think I'm
and
better at
listening.
burning connections than keeping them.
What'd you say?
I think I'm better at burning connections than keeping them, if we're being honest.
See, I don't know, like, typically, this is the first time I've ever played with you, believe it or not. Like, so I don't know
I'm not that good of a player,
how
surprisingly.
you're.
I get lucky.
Nobody was ever like talking about you negatively, like in this game. I feel like if you had made the final of this and now getting back to the final, that's a phenomenal story. I think you have some close connections on that jury. I think Julia is potentially a vote for you. I think Gabby might be a
Ooh.
vote for you.
Oh, I just burnt Gabby last round. No way, no shot.
So
You know,
Chris,
I don't know how
I-
mad Steven is at me. Like, I don't know. We need to
I
like
don't-
talk to these
I have
people.
a question because I just
Yeah.
realized that Chrissy, you said if I don't vote with you, I don't get a vote.
Honestly,
Oh,
if I
no.
go here, I'm voting for Chrissy to win.
I'm just saying if you vote with me and it's a tie and whatever this doozy is, if it's a puzzle, I'm likely going to go. I don't even know how to turn the puzzle pieces around or move them. So you having my back in that situation, like, and then you just put me on the jury, get a vote. So, but if even if I go home here,
And I'll emphasize it again. If I go here, Chrissy's getting a vote.
love that for me. But
I feel like Chrissy has that perfect underdog story, and I really can't vote against that.
All right. Well,
I will make my vote
I
make
would
sense.
absolutely honor
I
that.
will make my
respect
vote
it.
make sense in FTC. That's all I will say.
okay.
all
You
right.
do with that as you
Makes
will.
sense.
All right. Anyone else have anything that's they'd like to say, or do you want to go ahead and vote?
I'll
I
say
want to
this-
shout out to my nephew Nolan. If you're watching this, I made Final Four, dude. I did my best. I tried. I sat on a wall for 8 minutes. And if I leave here, it is not in vain. We did it. We made a jury. We did it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and submit your votes. I'll back when I have them.
Jay's boyfriend in the background, like, this girl wild.
You're in here. You're in here, so you actually can. Yeah, he can hear you. All right.
Did I just whip this outfit out within 5
I
minutes?
love it. Let's
It's so
work.
No, because like it is so long. The train
It is.
in the back moment. Ah,
Yes.
it's giving Kim K a little bit.
It
Cake,
is giving
cake
Kim
looking
K.
caked up. That was silly.
Let me take my spots.
Kim K with a touch of Bosco class, I say.
I mean, hello. Also, I love this like floral pattern.
It's so pretty.
The
Oh,
votes are back.
All right. Do you have the votes? There is no idle, so we'll get right into it. Person vote out. We'll have a few minutes to go with the jury, and the final three we'll go into. We'll just give you your own breakout room. Give you 5 minutes, like 5-10 minutes, gather your thoughts and everything. Head into final tribal council. Here we go. First vote, Mike. That's one vote, Mike. Next vote, Chrissy. That's one vote, Chrissy. One vote, Mike. Next vote, Chrissy. That's 2 votes, Chrissy. 1 vote, Mike. Next vote, and the next person vote out of Survivor, High School Musical 2. And the 10th and final member of jury is Chrissy. Chrissy, thank you so much for playing. It was an honor to have you, and you're the last person to get voted out, so keep your head
Chrissy,
high.
please
It's
know
nothing.
I love you so fucking much. I'm
Chrissy,
so
we
Oh, I-
love
after
you.
5 years we got
Never
to play
personal.
together.
Yeah,
5
it's
years.
a long time. I wish you guys luck. I'll be listening. Like, I have an idea what I want to do, but I'm listening. And I
I'll
think
make it. I'll make it make sense. I'll make it make sense.
okay, babe.
But it was
Whatever happens, I think you all have different merits to your games. You played them well, and actually, I'm pretty proud of the game I played too. So there's that.
You should be. You ate.
You should be. You ate. You
Oh my
did
God.
phenomenal.
Thank you so very much.
You were one of the best redacted players I've ever seen, and it was an honor to go against you, genuinely.
Aw, thank you
It
so
was
much.
hard to go against you again. Like, honestly.
It's so hard to go against you again. I'm kidding. I've never played you.
I just
Well,
Yeah, I love making an ally like in the game. Like I'm not great at like the texting outside the game sometimes. Like real life child, so working with Cake was like
No, we completely get
like
it.
bonding with Cake over the wall sit and then getting to work with her is cool. All right, I will go. Where do I? Okay, I'm getting a lot of messages here.
You're just gonna stay here.
Oh, ooh, got punched. I was removed from the group. God, Peter. God.
Sorry,
Happened to the best of us.
All right,
It's
good luck.
expected, but
Good
it's
luck
still,
in the
it's still
finals
like
to all of you.
All right, and I'll just say this now: Cake, Jazzy, and Mike, y'all have gone as far as you can. So we are gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a fourth room. Cake, I will say you have a few minutes to decide, but because you won Final Immunity, you will get the decision for opening statements. Just keep in mind we reverse it for closing.
All right.
So you just pick the order. I'm sure we all know how that works, and we've all played org. So yeah, you can just let us know when you come back in. But y'all can take a minute to gather your thoughts for opening. Let me add a room. Oh, Kevin, can you? It doesn't let me add a room. Can you?
Yeah, I can do that. That's fine.
Yeah, just add one room for the jury and make it jury. So Cake, you do you guys care what rooms you want? So one of you just take 1, 2, and 3. So you could discuss around yourselves if you care. Which breakout room you get? So we're gonna send you each into your own separate breakout room to kind of gather your thoughts.
is the jury just gonna come in one by one and like?
Oh no! The juries can get their own breakout room to talk. You guys will just be separated to work on your speeches alone.
I have to close out the rooms in order to fix this.
Does that make
will be
sense?
in room 1. I'm calling dibs on room 1.
I'll take 3.
All right, Mike, can you find 2?
Yeah.
All right, so then we have our jury order. I'll go first. Who's going second? Mike.
I might as well.
Mike is in 2, so I'll be last.
Okay, and then first closing, it'll be
First
you.
closing, got it.
Cake said easy. Like my breakout room. That's actually smart. I have to give you that.
Okay, can you just go over the rooms everyone chose again?
Yeah, so
3
Okay,
1.
Jazzy wants 3,
and Mike's 2.
I'm going under
and Mike is 2.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I definitely fucked that up, but I fixed it. All right, it should be good now.
Oh wait,
Oh,
Kevin,
Gabby needs to be assigned.
You
You literally have a room named Mike,
Oh, oops.
and that's the room I'm assigned to.
Oh wait. So she should here. I can move you. You want me to move you to your 1, right?
No, she's
Yeah.
in the right one. It's what I named.
It's named Mike, but I'll join it.
It's okay. It's fine. I don't know why I did that.
Okay.
All right. So you stay here. I'm gonna go see what the jury.
I have to.
Okay. I'm gonna see what the jury's saying.
Yeah. Update the project.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just me. So we're gonna continue to do what we were doing before and read the rest of that thing. I don't remember where I stopped, but I'm gonna continue to read it because I know that's what you really are here for, right? You just want to see me read random fucking articles. That's what really matters here. So we're gonna continue to do that. All right. So yeah. See, Peter gets it. Peter's here for it. All right. So. Having seen High School Musical 2 more, no, is that where I was? Okay, yeah, that's where I was. All right, so having seen High School Musical 2 more times than I like to admit, context was sometimes enough to figure out the gist of conversations, but often I had to fall back on the visuals to remember specifics. The colors always grabbed my attention first, whether it was the bright blue sky, the dazzling silvers of the many metal items, or the brilliant outfits in every color imaginable. The second most iconic thing about High School Musical 2 beyond its music is the main I don't give a fuck about this part, but I'm going to read it anyway. The main pseudo love triangle of Sharpay, Troy, and Gabriella. Their relationship is the primary conflict the entire movie as Troy gets away. This reminds me that High School Musical 2 is the weakest of the 3 because it doesn't have a very good screenplay, but that's a whole different discussion. But their relationship is the primary. Okay, Tristan's here. We are moving Tristan to the jury room. Tristan, you are going to the jury room. We are giving the final three a chance to collect themselves. And yeah, okay. Anyways, their relationship is the primary conflict of the entire movie as Troy gets dragged away from Gabriella by the allure of the high-class connections of Sharpay's wealthy family. Sharpay is a dazzling, poisonous fruit, both figuratively and literally. She represents a path for Troy to meet influential people who can help with his sports career, a path which might also ruin his relationships with his friends. But she also is always dressed... Okay, this is actually kind of cool. I never noticed this. She's always dressed in bright pinks and blues. Sharpay's outfits glitter with sequins that flash so much light that she stands out even in the most oversaturated landscape. She's contrasted with Gabriella, who's dressed in softer, more subtle colors, yellow and lilac purple, with cool whites calming down the vibrant world around her. She stands out in her own way, a calm among the storm of colors. Then there's Troy, simple and confused. He's often wearing plain red and blues, and his iconic bet on it's on. He's in full black, his angsty and moody anger exploding through the screen just from the visuals. The love triangle might be one of the oldest cliches in the book, but it made childhood me absolutely... I don't care about that. That is not... whatever. I have to admit something, though. When I first thought of this idea, I thought it'd be some dumb fun where I just got to laugh at a ridiculous concept. I expected my own 2-hour version of the YouTube edit to work this out, where the sounds... Great video, by the way, if you have not seen that. Absolute gold. Amazing stuff. Instead, I was met with the fascinating experience of visual overstimulation. I got to rediscover the genuine excitement I felt for a movie I probably watched dozens of times while growing up. It's always easy to bash low-quality kids' movies, to tear into their cheesy acting and awkward dialogue. I do it all the time, but sometimes taking the harder route and looking for the time and craft poured even into these admittedly simple films is more rewarding. Kids' movies are their own art just as much as Oscar-nominated films are, and art exists to be talked and thought about. So maybe next time you've got 2 hours to waste, take a minute to rewatch your childhood film just a little differently. And that was written by Zach Lovell. He can be reached at this email that I'm not going to say because we are streaming on YouTube. Yeah, pretty good. Honestly, I think he got his point across really well. I like what he says about like the different colors and shit. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Let me just check to see where we're at here before I switch articles. Okay. All right, let's see. What else can I read? A look back of High School Musical 2, a fact and fantasy. All right. High School Musical 2 to me is the trilogy. You know what? Why are we doing that? We're just going to read my Letterboxd review. We're just going to do that. I think that's a fun thing to do. Which, by the way, is terrible because I wrote this when I was like fucking like 16 years old. So
Okay.
yeah.
I say, Kevin, we should just go to Rotten Tomatoes and start reading off all the different reviews.
Honestly, we should. We should. All right, let's see.
So, if you love the first one, you'll love High School Musical 2, as it's filled with more of the same obnoxious songs and dance routines, with nary a hint of entertaining acting to be seen.
I'm here for the obnoxiousness, though, so fuck you.
All right, I wanted to enjoy High School Musical 2 as much as I enjoyed High School Musical. Well, bummer for me. The inevitable sequel feels too simplistic, too low bar.
I actually kind of agree. I do think it is the weakest of the three. I think it's very much elevated by the songs, how much you like the characters. I said it before, I don't think the plot is the greatest. I think it's kind of rushed. I think the idea of like Troy kind of compromising everything that he cares about for like Sharpay and all the luxurious, like that's a good arc. It's just very rushed. Like you watch it in the movie and it goes from like little things like him just like you know, showing up late for a date to like straight up just like abandoning his fans, abandoning his friends, and just start treating them like shit out of seemingly nothing. So yeah, that's probably my main issue with High School Musical 2. It's still a good movie. It's just out of the three, I think it's easily the weakest of the writing. And now that we're doing that, we're going to read my review from May 27, 2016. And by the way, this is terrible. High School Musical 2 is a huge movie for me. I remember how excited I was for it, and it came out the day before my birthday, and for a while, it's all I watched. But I will admit, going into it, I was a bit worried about rewatching it. Wow, I love that this is just, there's no periods, there's no question marks, nothing here. It's just run-on sentences. It's great.
I just love the fact that you reviewed it 9 years after it came out.
I know. I think it was like on Disney Channel or something, and I just decided to log it. All right, so I was a bit worried about rewatching it because a lot of times when I watch things I loved as a kid, I just don't like them as much now because a lot of the things you liked were fucking horrible, but whatever, makes sense. I gotta say, I love this just as much as I did then. And I actually think it's a slight improvement over the first one. That is not true. That is a bad opinion. No, that is not the case. Oh, Kenzie's here. All right, Kenzie, you're going to the jury room. I am sending you there now.
How about this review? This is a wake-up call to all of us as we sit here playing this game. Here's a review from Rotten Tomatoes. It's light and fluffy fun that's largely harmless. In 20 years, there's also going to be a lot of parents explaining to their children that, yes, mommy and daddy did dress like that. That review was exactly 18 years ago.
Oh, 1 second.
No, you good?
Sorry, my mom wants to talk to me about Big Brother, and I'm trying to focus on Survivor here. We can't do both. Like you can't start asking me about HOHs when what I'm thinking about is FTCs.
Wait, can we have Kevin's mom come in to talk about the rewrite the stars?
I don't think she wants to do that.
Does she know what happened? Can we enlighten her and what happened and rewrite the stars?
My mom doesn't even have social media, so I don't think that's something she's interested in doing.
Everyone out in the YouTube universe, please, please, please. We need to start a campaign to get Kevin's mom on social media so she can see what Kevin is up to.
All right, let's see. What else can I read? All right, I'm gonna read the look back here. So High School Musical 2 to me is the trilogy's problem movie. I'm not sure it's the weakest installment. The third one is arguably worse. That is not true, but okay. But it's the entry that annoys me the most, especially because I seem to be alone in my irritation. I don't like how the movie treats Troy. I don't like the romance. I don't like the attitude towards summer jobs. The list goes on and on. So be warned, there's a fair amount of ranting ahead. Oh, Steven, you got to go back to the...
I thought they said we're going back. That's what I thought.
Oh, we're going back? Okay.
No, Jay just kicked him back. He's tired of listening to us ramble.
Oh.
Okay, so I am okay here?
Yes,
let me check Prod real quick. Oh, okay. Everyone's coming back. So close breakout rooms. Okay. Okay. We're good.
Do we need to be mute and off camera if we're not the juror speaking?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Which, as of right now, there's no juror speaking because we're doing opening speeches. So.
So, Kevin, here's a question to leave with the viewers. Why does Troy think the tea necklace he gives Gabriella is a nice thing to gift?
It's true. That's true. I think sometimes you look at things and you think like, this is something my significant other will like, and then they get it and they're like, what the fuck was wrong with you? And I feel like that was one of those instances. So, people mess up sometimes. As long as he learned from it, that's all that matters. That's my response. And I say this because
what are we talking about?
I have no idea. I'm just filibustering at this point. I literally don't know what's happening.
All right, Kevin. Go blow
I was
your
gonna say,
whistle.
Kevin, do you even know what you're talking about?
I
Like,
don't. I really don't.
All right, go blow your whistle again.
Oh.
blow your whistle,
No.
baby, whistle. I'm
Please
not gonna
don't.
sing.
Please,
Let me
please
in.
don't. All right.
No, I'm
All right,
literally
so-
in public.
Hey,
All right. Anyway, if you're
don't
not
get
Cake, you're
taken
gonna get
down.
off. All right, we're gonna get started. If you're not Cake, go off camera.
Oh shit, I forgot I volunteered to go first.
y'all.
All right, Cake.
Huh?
All right. Yeah, you have 5 minutes. You each are gonna have 5 minutes here.
5 minutes.
If I knew I had
minutes.
5 minutes, I would have made more. Shrug.
I can see. All right, with 5 minutes of opening statements, and then
At
you
least 5
have
minutes. Yeah.
juries have 5 minutes, and then you'll have 5 minutes for closing. Sound good?
Work.
Good. Okay,
All right.
so everyone besides Cake, including Kevin, go off camera.
Oh, not me being spotlighted. Oh, this is nasty work. Hello, fellow members of the jury. I first want to start off by saying, oh, not me being spotlighted. Oh, this is nasty work. I want to start off by saying thank you, production, specifically Kevin, for getting me on this last minute. You know, I've been very busy, but when you gave me this offer, I said, okay, let me do this. The pre-merge was kind of interesting for me just because I wasn't talking a lot and I didn't want to rely on my prior connections going in based off of my tribe. So I had a few conversations here and there, and then we started beasting the challenges, and then our first time went to tribal. In the breakout room, there was the narrative that some people who have made it very far in previous games were going to be a target for that round. I got worried as of just coming off of being in the final, and I went and told Brian W about that because I wanted to nip that in the bud. I'm personally not a fan of metagaming or cross gaming. However, if there is a narrative being ran, I want to make sure I would be safe. After that round, I had to keep getting the target off of me, so I decided to lay low a little bit. Then that's when I decided to continue and start working with Mike V a lot in the breakout rooms because we would always find each other in the rooms. Then we get to the merge. And the merge was quite very interesting because of the fact that I spent the whole day before getting on Zoom just taking a break day. I did not talk to anyone hardly. I maybe sent like 1 or 2 messages. So coming into the merge, I was expecting to be a target. So I got to work in the breakout rooms, plotting other people's demise for rounds ahead, which is why Alex was always a name being said, because I knew Alex had made an alliance with me in it, but I knew Alex had other alliances from what I had been told. So I was trying to start the narrative of, you know, this person's in a lot of alliances, they're well liked from that vote out, and so on and so forth. Now we get to the round after Kenzie went out. That is when things started, when the easy votes became complicated. I intentionally threw my votes almost every single time because I knew who was going home, and I didn't want to see them go, but I knew if I threw my vote on Tristan, that was going to start some chaos. Then the round after that, I threw my vote on Ashley and just pinned it on other people, i.e., I pinned Tristan's vote on Alex because Alex had said that they wanted to take Julia to final 2, and everyone believed that, which then led into Alex's demise a few rounds later because we were like, listen, you have this storyline of making it through everything. So when it came to that time, we had to cut you loose. And the same thing could be said with Chrissy. I had for the last 2 rounds threw my vote onto Chrissy because I wanted to make sure that my alliance with Tristan did not go unnoticed because I had wanted to work with Tristan because we never have had the opportunity to work together. And B, to cause more chaos at Final 3 and 4 because no one knew where the other vote came from because nobody suspected me of having it. And when it came down to Final 4, did I want to tie it? Yes. However, I then realized my journey in this game and how I always want to go against the best. I think everyone in the Final 4 was the best candidate to go up against, but then I remembered Mike was the previous runner-up. And one thing about me, I'm not afraid of no competition. Whether you were the runner-up, the winner, I always go up against the strongest. And did I have to go back on my trust with Chrissy? Yes. However, it was a strategic move to make my job a little bit more difficult and prove that I could hold my own up against the rest. I look forward to answering your questions, and I will reside the rest of my time. Thank you.
All right, with that, Mike, go ahead and come on camera.
Okay, yeah, I think my game is a little complicated to explain. I might be a little bit delayed. I'm sorry. I'm in a spotty area, and I have been this entire weekend. I really wanted to really fight for my game here and play my heart out like I always do for Radical. I am sitting here as the only previous alumni in the final. I'm sitting here as the reigning runner-up. So not just the reigning runner-up, I have the most votes for a single season finalist. Well, that, you know what I mean by that. Like most jury votes for a losing finalist in. Anyway, that's last season. Let's talk about this season. I found myself in a position where on Evans we kind of dominated throughout challenge after challenge. We were immune. And so that leads us into Merge, which began night 2. And overnight, the consensus was pretty much Kinsey the entire time. A lot of it was the drama with Cake. A lot of it was, for me personally, I was concerned given your vote history from Rewrite the Stars. I wasn't sure how that was going to go. And then the Julia round, as we all saw, and because I was clocked as being close with Julia, which was never a secret in the first place, as anyone who has played Radical before knows, we are the reigning duo of the season winners. It was expected of me to not vote for her, and so I did not. Instead, I knew where Zach had a power because Zach told me, which I went and took that. When Brian told me he had a knowledge is power, I immediately go, Zach has this, and then Brian takes it, but then publicly gives it back. So I know where it is, and I know exactly what it does because it's the bumper, and I had that in Rewrite the Stars. And so I'm insulated in a position where I can safely throw my vote to flush that power. And so I did. And for that reason, I honestly needed Zach out the following round anyway, just to play defense. And then Steven, I was in almost give and take, yeah or no, in on that plan. But I voted Alex that round because I didn't think there was traction, and I knew there was traction for Alex, and I wanted to keep myself safe. And in the back of my head, I was like, yeah, I'll just do this next round. Easy plan for me, at least. But no, which leads me to admitting, yeah, no, when Alex, you asked me if I voted for you, yeah, I did. Voted to keep you, I mean. No, I didn't. I lied. Sorry. The Alex vote is actually where I started to catch on to Chrissy. I felt like Chrissy was a very good, likable, sociable player. And I was actually I voted Chrissy that round and was framing Alex for all of what I was actually doing. I was trying to put a bigger target on Chrissy's back round after round after round, and kind of left it at that so I could hide behind Chrissy as a shield myself too, which is where I would say this is where I felt like I needed Ashley to go, because I kind of was sitting there like, I don't think I've heard her name once. I feel like that's a threat to win. So I kind of spearheaded that and went from there. And unfortunately, after that, this genuinely broke my heart, but I had to vote Gabby out of the game for the first time. And this was all and I'm going to intertwine Tristan because I don't know where I'm at for time. So I'm going to intertwine Gabby and Tristan for the same reason of I had these deals with, I wanted to work with Cake, Jazzy, and Chrissy throughout the end game and unfortunately, throughout round after round after round, that was who I was more insulated with and more connected with. And so I had to make those moves there to position myself better. And like I said before, I felt like Chrissy had that perfect underdog story, just like the underdog story Tristan had in Rewrite the Stars, where I feel like if Chrissy was sitting here instead of me, she would be winning right now. She would be winning all of the jury votes, and I needed that out of my way personally so I could sit in the end and so I could lose because I burnt a lot of you. And I understand. I do want to address I have been very laggy with my performance throughout this entire mini. So if it comes across as I've interrupted people throughout that, I do want to sincerely apologize. That is not who I am as a person. That's not how I try to play these games. It's just my connection has been very spotty.
All right. Well, yes.
And again,
that is time.
Your connection is.
Melissa, I hope you're proud of me. I did it again.
All right. All right, Jazzy, go ahead.
Alrighty, guys. I think my journey to the end is very different than both Cake and Mike's. I first and foremost, I want to thank production, Kevin, Jay, Marvin, Peter. Thank you guys so much for casting me. I know it was a very last minute addition to this cast, especially Kevin, who reached out to me and I said absolutely I'll play. This is my first game back in the York community in like 2 years. So I've never made a finale, so if I'm a little nervous and a little jumpy, don't mind it. I think I played a very social game where I tried to always make connections and always be on Messenger, always kind of reach out to people, get to know every single person on a personal deep level. And I think that's what helped me not be a target at all. I have never had my name written down this entire game. I did that without having immunity, without having any advantages or an idol. I always individual immunity. I did win immunity with the Montez tribe for the very first round, but after that, I was keep myself, off the chopping block and throw names out there, get the votes for the round for Brian. I was the first one to throw the name out there that I felt less close to Brian than everyone else, and that was what was the deciding factor. It was very tough because Montez Tribe, we were all super super close, and always really sad to vote anybody out, but it had to be done, and I was like, I think that's the move at this point. Um, and then once the merge happened, I again always was in on the vote, always knew where the vote was headed. I knew Kenzie was the vote for the merge boot, and I voted with the majority most of the time. What some of you may not know is the round Steven left, I was also a pretty big driving factor of trying to get Steven out because I think Steven was very insulated and was playing a similar social game to the way I was playing. And I thought he was a threat to me, which is why that vote ended up happening the way it did. The round that Alex went home, I did not vote for them at all. I voted for Chrissy, which I think successfully kind of hid. I think everyone thought it was Mike and Alex who had voted Chrissy, but I was the other vote. I pretended I went along with the plan, stick with the girls. Like Mike and I both kind of clocked that Chrissy was a threat in the end, and I did keep trying to get Chrissy out a few times before Final Four, but ultimately it finally took place in Final Four. I always knew where the vote was going. I tried my hardest to always make sure my name was not the one out there. I had people saying, I'll tell you if your name's out there. I want to protect you. Most people wanted to work with me. And I think playing socially was what got me as far as I have gotten. I look forward to answering every single question. I'm sure a lot of you have questions, and I don't mind answering them. I want to just say on a personal level, I really enjoy bonding with every single one of you, and I hope after this game we can all still have a friendship because this is the first game in a long time I've really felt truly connected to every single person on a genuine level, and I would love that. Okay, and I'm gonna forfeit the rest of my time.
All right. Oh, key on spotlight, Kevin. New pins. All right. So the other two can come back on camera. And Mike, and first up, we're gonna go right into it. So Kenzie, whenever you're ready, go ahead. Your 5 minutes to start when you come on. Did she hear me? Oh, there she. I was making sure you heard me. Hey, girl, go ahead.
Well, okay. So I'm going to start off with Kate. For everyone who knows me in this org community, they know, yes, I might go out in a bang, but I have never in my org history have ever voted bitter. I've never voted emotionally. I've never voted personally. Despite if you've upset me or anything like that, if I think you played the best game, I will vote for you. And luckily for me, you did not play the best game, so I don't have to vote for you. And I mean that with just game wise. I don't mean any shade to that. I don't have any questions for you, but I do have a statement. Something you should never ever do is judge somebody you do not know. And I understand this is in the past, but you saying I misgendered you, I'm not trying to bring that up again, but I'm just saying you should never do that to somebody you don't know, because you don't understand what that put me through afterwards, because that is something I will not do. I'm sure you're a lovely person. I was told that you're a lovely person, and I'm sure you are. And just so you know, like, I've heard too that you think I'm a nasty person, whether that's true or not. You don't know me, and same thing, like I don't know you. So please don't judge somebody without knowing them. But I just want to leave it at that. I would never, ever misgender somebody on purpose. And I'm so sorry if you thought I did. I generally did not hear you say she the night before. I think there was so much talking going on that I completely missed that. But if you truly thought I misgendered you, then I apologize. But anyways, that's all. I don't have any questions for you. I just had that because I need to move on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save Mike for the end. Jazzy. So I'm just going to say it. I'm pretty sure everybody knew I was a merge vote. Oh, actually, you know what? Sorry. Back to Cake. Sorry, one thing I forgot to say. So I did originally thought that you were the one that controlled my vote, but I was told by everyone who came in the jury that it was actually Mike, which I'm about to get to. That's what I just want to say. Anyways, back to Jazzy. Sorry. Okay, Jazzy. So I'm sure everybody pretty much knew I was the merge boot going from what I saw. But I just want to say I think you're a lovely person. I wish we were able to talk more. And I know that was kind of my doing. I was very busy over the weekend. I just wanted to come to light. I know this was not my vote, but I was told in the jury that Chrissy controlled Steven's vote. Can you just put a little light on that real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Chrissy and I both had the same idea. We were in the same breakout room during the Stephen vote, and Chrissy was the first one to bring it up, and I was like, yes, I think socially he was like so well insulated on our tribe. I think he's the vote here because he played such a good social game, and everyone was coming to him when his name was out there, which did not happen for every single person on the Montez tribe. Like the second round when I put Brian's name out there, nobody said anything.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know, because I just really want to save time to make sure I can get to Mike.
Yeah.
Saving the best for last. Okay, Mike. So this is a little different from Rewrite the Stars, because this time I actually think you played the best game. I genuinely think that you, hands down, you played the best game. I cannot believe I'm saying that, but there's something that's really bugging me. You told me you wanted to actually work with me this game. You told me you wanted to actually rewrite the stars with me, but it turns out you were the one that completely led the charge of my vote. And I just want to say, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by what you said about the votes and rewrite the stars, but when I said I generally wanted to work with you, I genuinely wanted to work with you. I really wanted us to make a car together. So I just want to know why you controlled my vote when you did.
A lot of it was you were getting a lot of traction throughout just on our tribe. And I figured, I don't know if we're starting, to be fully blunt, I thought we were starting, I didn't know if we were starting jury right away, but in the off chance, I was scared that I would get here if I made it. So I was like, all right, I'm down to vote Kinsey. There's a lot.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I
think we
will
lost
pause.
him.
I will. Okay, yeah, I will stop your time, Kenzie. I'll let once Mike gets back. I'll let them finish your thoughts. Yeah. Well, we did lose him.
Because I would really like to know that what he
No,
was about
you're
to say.
you're good. No, it's a tech issue. We are lenient about those. Okay.
Hotel Wi-Fi. Am I right?
Yeah.
Kevin, what the hell?
Maybe get an Airbnb next time.
Yeah, maybe.
For what? I'm at my apartment.
Oh,
There's
well,
a storm
that's
here. It's tough.
oh well. Your foreign Wi-Fi is.
Can I ask? It's fine there. Can I ask for a cut off?
You are not on camera right now.
It's fine. They'll be on in a second. Where did Kenzie? Do you remember who they cut off? You're probably.
He was saying the reason why he thought that if I made jury again, that if he made the end, it would be the same thing where I wouldn't vote for him to win, but it's the complete opposite this time around.
Oh, Mike, no. Mike, are you here? Not this.
I think their
again.
connection is bad.
It's terrible.
There we go. You're good. Yes.
It's rough here. It was like this yesterday too.
All right, Mike. So you were
So
saying
where
that
was
you
it?
thought you were saying that like you were scared if I made the jury that it would just repeat itself. That's where you left off.
It was terrible. I was terrified, and ultimately just perfectly in place for entire period of us being off and socializing over text and everything. So I had to move the way I had to move. That's just how the cards fell.
That's all good. I will tell you, you will be getting my vote 100%. There's no swaying it at this point, so you don't have to worry about me not voting you this time around. But I better get off now because my time is technically gone. Good luck, guys. No hard feelings to any of you, especially Kate.
I will say I absolutely adore you as a person outside of these games, though. You are incredible. Much love.
I adore you too. And I adore you too, Kate. And I'm sorry that things got rough between us this game. Hopefully if our paths cross anytime, things can be different. But like I said, I'm sure you're a lovely person and no hard feelings. Anyways, good luck, guys. Glad to see what comes out in the rest of the jury.
All right. Thank you, Kenzie, for that. Next up we have Steven.
All right. Good afternoon / evening, Final Three. Congrats to all of you. I've been in Final Three before. I know it's not easy to get there, and I know it's even tougher to win. I just have a few statements generally, and then I have a question for all three of you. So I'm going to start with Jazzy. Jazzy, I think you are absolutely correct that you played a very, very strong social game. I think what you might need to do in this final tribal council is bring your game more into light, because I think a lot of people don't see the under the radar game that you've played. And honestly, going into this, I was not super high on your chances, but after your opening speech, I'm my ears are perked and I'm in the fight here. So I just want to say, like, keep up the the energy that you're giving. And I definitely am listening to what you're saying. Mike, I did not know you coming in. I appreciate you saying you didn't intend to interrupt people, because a lot of times that was really all I felt I got from you. So thank you for letting me know that that was not intentional. That being said, I have a challenging time voting for you at the moment. Not to say it's impossible, but there's more I want to see from you in your game. And again, it's early days, so I don't think that Final Tribal is like open and shut yet. Then Cake, Diva, I just want to say how proud of you I am. I know that you have gone through hell and back, and I just want to say that you have had so much growth even in these last few days. And I keep fighting, keep showing the girls that you came here to slay. So I do have a question for all three of you. Um, uh, so I am a juror who generally votes on connections, but tonight I'm curious about your game awareness. So tonight, of the 10 jurors, it will take, we'll call it 5 to win. Each of you, I want to know what 5 or more jurors you think you'll be getting tonight and why. So whoever wants to start, please go for it. Yeah.
I think I'll start. I honestly do not know for sure. I'm not feeling very confident in my game performance, other than Kinsey outright saying that she's voting for me, which I appreciate if that does happen. But I feel like personally and honestly, I feel like I burnt a lot of connections with the way I played my game here, because I had a lot of connections all over the place, and unfortunately I did have to do what I had to do to get here, and I do not know where I stand in terms of who I burned and how badly I burnt. So by saying I can't fully answer your question with 5, I can give you at least 1 because that person just outright said it. But to elaborate further, those connections that I truly feel I definitely burnt would be Gabby, Tristan, Ashley, Chrissy. And I guess by naming those 4, there's 5 for you there. I may not have answered your question directly, but I think that's the best I can do for you.
Okay.
I think similarly to Mike, I am not really sure how everyone feels about my game and how I did burn and vote out pretty much everyone on the jury at some point or another. I genuinely feel like I think with what you said about me being able to defend my game, I will do absolutely that. I feel like I played a similar game to Kenzie Petty from Survivor 47, and that was kind of my goal going into it. So I don't have anyone directly that I think I'm gonna get a vote from, but I hope people's ears like yours are perked and will listen to what I have to say.
Can I be your Ben?
Yes.
All right.
I
Thank you. I was going to say if we could get to
yes.
Cake.
I don't think I have 5 auto locked votes. If I have a shot at having someone's vote, I would think you, because I try to keep you in loop and I try to save you. Tristan, I did the same exact thing. Despite knowing Tristan was going, I tried to show a last ditch effort. And then Chrissy, because I kept Chrissy in the loop every single round and had to make a strategic move.
Okay. Then thank you. My time is up. But best of luck to all 3 of you. And can't wait to see how the rest of this goes.
All right.
Thank you. It was great meeting you here, Steven.
Next up, we have the lovely and beautiful Julia.
Jay, you.
I have to remind her she's pretty. She's mad she wasn't on the beauty tribe. Okay.
So sweet.
But absolutely belonged on the beauty tribe. However, for personal bias reasons, I will gladly take her as a Moron.
Hey guys, all 3 of you. I appreciate that, Mike. I don't really have questions, I guess, but I know obviously I wasn't there because I was filming yesterday. Will not apologize for having a life. But I guess just like I said, I wasn't there yesterday, so I'd like to hear all of you guys touch on what you did last night and what you think your biggest game move was, and I guess what was your weakest game point. Thanks, guys.
I can go. I think my strongest game point was making those social connections in every room, making sure people felt good with me, making sure that I was always in the know of where the votes were going, always trying my hardest to be, even though I didn't always drive the vote, I always was aware of where it was going, and I tried my best to make sure that my name wasn't brought up. A lot of people were trying to work with me, and I think that in itself is probably my biggest move. I think probably where I lacked in doing things was not driving the votes more. I usually am very bad at doing that, so I know it's a weak spot for me. I tried to be a little bit more outspoken in this game and say exactly how I felt and why I wanted to vote the way I wanted to voted, but at the end of the day, I think not driving the vote probably is my weakest spot.
Thanks, Jazzy.
Can you repeat the question again?
What do you think your biggest game move was, and what do you think your weakest point was?
I think my biggest game move was honestly playing flashy and sticking my neck out the round you left. Because Kinsey on her way out very much called us out like as being close, which is very much not a secret, like I said. And so I decided to take that and take my vote and throw it intentionally, knowing I was going to flush a bumper with it. And which is I think was also pretty risky because by doing so I put a vote on myself. And I didn't know for sure that if that would have been a de facto or not, but I was all and ultimately at the end of the day I went with it anyway because my gut was telling me that this vote was so concrete that it was the vote to do it. If I wanted that bumper out, that was the round to do it, because if not, Zach was probably keeping it until it expired. And you asked what a weakness was?
Yeah.
I think a weakness for me was just the fact that having all these connections across the board, at the end of the day, I had to start with night 2. I had to start cutting people that I do adore with my entire fiber of my being, and I had to do what I said a few times before. I had to do what I really had to do to make sure I was sitting here a second time, back to back in a row.
Thanks, Mike.
I would say my biggest move was honestly trying to set up other people's votes for down the line and being the driving forces for a lot of the like mid merge to end game votes, just because I was very vocal. If I said a name, that person went. I made sure to prioritize my allies to make sure if anybody was in danger to get it off. I'd say one of my weaknesses was not being on Messenger as much, just because I tend to get overwhelmed with a lot of messages. So I would just take the breaks in between filming and try not to text as much, but I would still try to text often. So I would definitely say trying to text more or not texting more was my weakness, because I wasn't paying attention to one-on-one chats. I was paying attention to the realness in the breakout rooms and all that stuff. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that, all three of you. I adore all three of you. Obviously, I know more like Cake and Mike more, but I just want to say good luck to all three of you. Obviously, absolutely adore you guys, and good luck.
Next up, we have the queen herself, Gabby. Jeffrey, oh, there we are.
All right. First of all, like, what I'm about to say, nothing personal, because all game, because I love all three of you. Yeah, I mean, Mike, you already know how I feel about you. Cake, Jazzy, I loved meeting you and getting to know you. You're both lovely people. So I'm gonna start off, Jazzy. One thing I never really got to see from you is your game or any moves you did, because you were like so under the radar. So I want you to explain it more.
Okay, well, I think with me, I always try to always kind of socially like be how are you feeling? What do you think? What do you think? Like try to make people feel like they were being heard every time I was in a room with somebody, which is I think something I used to my advantage. I did in my mind have ideas of where I wanted the vote to go, but I always try to, you know, let people feel like, okay, Jazzy's gonna listen to what I have to say and what I think. And I think that was my strength, was really more taking more of a backseat, trying to like be more the social butterfly and more kind of, not drive everything, but like always seem very open to anything. And I think that may have been I know I didn't really make flashy or big moves really, but I think that's what sets me apart from my other two competitors.
Okay, one thing I did see kind of like a weak point in your game was that you did a lot of talking, but I didn't really get to see any concrete actual moves you drove. So, like, or what did you do? So when you explain that more clearly, it may be something I was not aware of. Yeah, you Cake.
One of the moves I drove was Alex's demise. Every time I was the person saying, Alex has these alliances. Alex needs to go because Alex, to me, was the one that was more well connected versus Steven. Every single round, I'm like, look how Alex is navigating, getting like coming back time after time after time after time, having the underdog story, much like Chrissy, which it was like, we need to cut this now, make it an even playing field, and then duke it out. That was one of my bigger moves. But then also chiming in and saying, oh, Ashley hasn't been said at all with Mike. I would say Mike had some credibility with trying to get both you and Ashley out, saying that y'all were a duo. However, I also said Ashley's name hasn't been said at all. So I was also kind of a driving force with that, and then a driving force with your vote out because I said how you most likely have jury votes with the way you played and how likable you were. So those were some of my moves. And I hope that answers your question. And thank you for that question.
No, Mike. Good. It was pretty appropriate that Cake brought up the Ashley vote because I got a question about that specifically. Like you
Go
did,
for it.
like you were right about saying that Ashley and I were gonna go final two, but you do like to mention that we also wanted you in that final three, and you know how I am. You know that if I want to work with someone, I will have their back 100%, and I never had any intentions of turning on you. And I want to keep the deal we had that we wouldn't turn on each other in this game. So what changed?
What changed was honestly just being more insulated and connected with Jazzy, Cake, and Chrissy throughout the entire game. And I really wanted to see some new players in the end. Despite me being like a 3-timer, I wanted to see 3 other players in the final 4 get a spotlight here.
That is fair.
And on top of that, Jazzy and I were a very tight duo throughout the entire the first possible minute we could get. The same could be said for Cake. I wanted to work with Cake from minute 1 of this game, and I'm sitting here with two of my very much ride or dies here, and I let that take priority because we had already played together. And
All
I
right,
wanted
so
to
you
give
got to
new
blow up my
players
game again.
a
Fun
chance.
stuff.
Oh, you get to blow up mine right now.
Hey, yeah, that's true, and that's all I have to say. Good luck.
But like I said in regard to Stars, you will always be one of my best friends in this community.
Oh,
And I adore
you know
you
it,
with
Mike.
every
Like,
fiber of my being.
hey, we're Coochie Cult for life.
Coochie Cult, Coochie Culty. I think it was country club this time.
Yeah,
Golf
country club.
I
Yeah,
changed
it
it.
was country club. Hey, good luck. May the best person win.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Inside joke if you all don't understand that. Next up, we have, I can say confidently, the comp beast of Radical, Tristan.
Hey guys.
Long time no see.
I know. First of all, before I get into any of my questions, I just gotta say, after spending like 2 nights with you guys, like you guys are truly an awesome final 3, and I'm glad to be seeing you guys in those spots. Like I'm as competitive as anybody, but as far as gameplay goes, you 3 play the best game. So my first question, I think, would go to Jazzy. So, Jazzy, this is the first time we ever played together, and I'm sad that we didn't really get to really talk much. I mean, it's hard to
Right.
do it with, the whole breakout room situation. So, trying to think. I guess my one question to you is, what specific move did you make that was, beneficial for you to get to this point? I don't know if anyone's asked you this before, but
No, I don't think they have. I feel like setting myself up.
Is Jazzy frozen for anyone
Yeah,
else?
she is frozen. We will pause her time until
Oh
she.
gosh.
Oh, you're good now.
Oh
I was like, what happened?
no. Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah, you're back.
You're back. Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, I was gonna say I think my biggest move probably was just making the social connection. I think the Stephen vote in particular. I know Chrissy was the first one to bring it up, and I kind of drove it home and was going into breakout rooms and being like, "No, Stephen has all these social connections. I think Stephen's a threat to win in the end." People were telling Stephen when his name was out there when we were on the Montez tribe. I think this is the vote, and I was trying to convince people, even who were on the Evans tribe, who I hadn't really talked to up until that point, and been like, no, like this is the move to make, guys. I kept trying to convince people that it was the right move to make, and I think that probably was my biggest move.
All right, thank you, Jazzy. Next, I gotta go to my fellow Sounds of Disney / Rewrite the Stars star, Mike. Mike, it is good seeing you back here again. I do
Right
have
back
to
at
ask
you.
though, so in Rewrite the Stars, like you were one of the people that was just pretty much dominating everything. And I don't mean to insult you in any way, but in this mini, it seemed like it was kind of lacking a little bit, just a little. So, like, I guess my question to you is like, were you like, did you feel like you were losing your touch a little bit, or were you intentionally doing that just to make yourself seem less of a threat?
Not at all. The game I played here, I knew had to be a lot different from Rewrite the Stars, because if I played the exact same way, I knew I would be clocked for it, and I probably would not be sitting here right now. And I say that and that is ultimately my motive of why I really wanted to sit with and prioritize working with players I had not played with before. Jazzy and I have never played before. Cake and I have only played on Discord, and we've never been able to work together. So I let that take priority. Same goes for Chrissy. Chrissy and I have never actually played together. This is our first game together. And I felt like if I could keep 2 cards closer to my chest, that would be better for me. And I knew I had to lay back a little bit as well. In Rewrite the Stars, I was loaded. I won the Heaviest Pockets Award. I had 7 advantages to my name and 2 immunity challenges to my name. For this time, no advantages, no Julia for most of night 2. And, well, I didn't have Julia at all, actually, to be fully blunt. We didn't get to link up until Merge. But to circle back to where I was getting at, no advantages, 1 immunity win. And like I said, I really felt like I needed to change everything up, and I feel like I've done that. I was able to navigate my way through every vote despite having a blatant statistic target on my back, and I'm once again sitting here as a result.
All right, I like that. That's a good answer. And now, last Cake. We got to make this quick because we only got 30 seconds left. I loved working with you. You were truly an amazing ally. My only question to you is like, you said that you wanted to like for us to go to the end together after we couldn't do that in Access. Was there a way that could have happened, or what?
Given the vote dynamics of the round that you were voted out, there wasn't. That's why I tried to show that I was voting with you to try and save you in case there was that. So the answer to your question is yes.
Okay. That was kind of a stupid,
no.
Yeah, that was kind of a stupid question for me, but that was all I could think of with the time I had left.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. Well, you all gave really good answers. This is going to be kind of hard, so I'm going to take this time to really think, because right now my vote is up in the air. But good luck to all 3 of you. And as I always say at the end of my Facebook lives, may the best player win.
Next up, we have the final member of jury, Chrissy, and then we have a few more after that. But yes,
Move myself up to the top. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm moving everybody around because it was like all black squares. Congratulations on making it to the final. I wish I could have been there, but I liked playing the game with you. Cake and Mike, I never played a game with you before, so this was really cool. I like making allies in the game and adapting. I'd say probably pre-merge, like Julia was the person I was locked in with the most. And then when she wasn't, she had to be at work, and when she left, I kind of had to adapt. And yeah, what's my question? Okay, I have 2 questions. I have 7 minutes. Oh, I have 4 minutes. Fuck. Okay.
4 minutes and 3 seconds. Yes.
Okay. Name a time where you had to pivot and adapt your game based on something that happened that wasn't in your best interest. Whoever wants to go first, can go first.
I'll go first for once. A thing that I had to pivot with would be Steven's vote out. I was trying to work very closely with Steven, Tristan, and Mike. And that round, I was devastated to see Steven go because besides Mike and Tristan, Steven had talked to me arguably the most. And like that was like my number one at that moment in time. And I had to pivot. I was like, okay, how do I get this to where I can make it to the end and make his vote out go in vain? Because I was left out of that vote. So I proceeded to line up other people's votes saying, hey, this person's name hasn't been said, piggyback off of what other people have said, and then just stating facts. So it was like a timeline of sequences that was going to enact. Like think of it as when you put in a code for something, like think of it as a bomb. There's a timer for the bomb and there's a time for it to go off. I was trying to put specific things in order so that way they would detonate on those following rounds. So I hope that answers your question.
No, that was a good answer because I kind of wanted to start linking up with you. I saw that you were an influential player and that you were linked with him, and he had such, I don't know, just charisma and the ability to like get people on his side. So,
and that's where I pivoted to you because as soon as Steven left, I was like, I have to prioritize Chrissy. That's why the next round I said, Chrissy, if you don't do the vote, you're going home. And I prioritized saving you
like
round
Alex.
after round. Yeah.
All right. Great answer. Whoever wants to go next.
Ironically, the round that I had to pivot was the round Alex left. When they left, they were someone who I was very close to in the game. I was working very tightly with. I was going to be as loyal as I could be to that final 2 that we had made. And when they were voted out, I was like, okay, the vote did not go my way, but let me just continue to socialize and continue to try to make these connections and be in the know of the vote. I did have a feeling, Alex, that they may be voted out, but I was hoping that I could change it, but I did not, unfortunately. So I just try to pivot after that round and just try to keep the target off myself. And thankfully, my name was never really brought up, so I didn't have to. But I think that would be what I would say.
Okay, great.
I think I would also say that Alex vote for where I would have to pivot, but not for the reason I don't think you would expect. So I actually voted for you that round, Chrissy. You know where your target started? It wasn't Alex. It was me. For the same reasons of how everyone was feeling about Steven, I felt about you. I felt like your hands were in a lot of cookie jars. I thought you were the social likable player. I knew you were a threat to win against me. I knew I could not beat you. So I started planting that seed from that vote on. Did I vote for you every round there? No, because I knew traction wasn't going to be there. I had to pivot and navigate in other ways. But how did I pivot and navigate targeting you there? I framed Alex. I fully framed Alex for everything I was actually doing. Alex, for the most part, was not targeting you. I was. And I was letting Alex in on that of like, I'm doing this. I want to protect you, blah, 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 because we were also close. And
yeah, which one of y'all voted me last night? Oh. Hey,
I did not. This was where I had to cut the other connections I was having.
All 3 of y'all.
I explained it in my opening speech, but I'll explain it in my exit speech, in my closing speech.
All right. Well, I appreciate y'all's answers. I don't know who to vote for, but I think y'all played a game that could win, and it was a pleasure to be there for most of the time with you.
Except we have the amazing and charming Ashley.
Hey guys, first of all, congratulations to all three of you. I have one blanket question for all three of you to answer. Why do you deserve to win over the other two? Anyone can start.
I'll start. I think the reason I deserve to win over the other two, other than the tribe immunity, the very first one, I had nothing protecting me from being a target or being the vote, and I used everything I could as far as socially making people feel good with me, making sure I had these connections that people would not want to target me or vote me off or view me as like kind of an under the radar threat. And I think that's what I did differently than the other two of my other two opponents. And I genuinely think that that's the best move I could have made for myself. And I I tried my hardest to always be in the know, always know what was going on, even if it wasn't the most advantageous for me. I would try to flip things my way. Unfortunately, never really came to fruition, but I always kind of kept the target off of myself and never received a single vote the entire game.
I think I should win because despite having this very big statistical threat level in terms of the Radical series, I was able to get what I want here and there. Did I vote correctly every round? No. Were some of my votes incorrect on purpose? Yes. For example, when I voted for Zach over Julia, I knew exactly what I was doing, what I needed to do, and what I felt was best for my game, and it had to be flashy, which I feel a lot of my game was very sneaky. Besides that one vote, I had to be flashy there because I feel like if I didn't flush that bumper, Zach was going to keep it.
If Zach
But I
didn't
think I should
have
win
that
because
advantage, sorry. If Zach didn't have that advantage, would you have voted Julia?
no.
Okay.
Still no. Do I think I would have voted Zach? Probably not. But I was never voting for Julia because like it was clocked as by Kinsey right off the bat. Mike and Julia are close. So if in the forefront of it all, if I'm gonna if that's the case, if Julia not close, so be it. Did you ever think I was gonna keep Julia or vote out Julia? Probably not. And no, I wasn't. So I didn't see a reason to actually vote out Julia at all.
Okay.
But no, I did what I had to do. I cut who I needed to cut a lot. I planted a lot of seeds that I needed to plant, and I'm sitting here with someone who I had as a very undetected duo in Jazzy, and another fantastic ally in Cake. So, like I said, prioritized newer connections for me, and I'm still sitting here, despite just sitting here.
I feel like the reason why I should win is because I prioritize my allies. I try to play every round differently and maneuver it. One round I say, hey, us people should stick together, vote together, and be a voting block. The next round, switch it completely up. At the end of the day, I prioritize my allies. There was only one time I wasn't known for the vote, and that was Steven's vote out. And after that round, I made sure to work my ass off to know where the votes were going, so that way I can never have my allies go like that again. I want to say this: there were times where Mike's name was thrown out. There was times Jazzy's name was thrown out in the breakout rooms, and I was the ultimate decider of let's not do that. Get the target on someone else. And I feel like my name was never said post pre-merge. So I feel like that's dedication. I have one vote against me, yes, but my name never came up after the pre-merge, after that first tribal that we all went to. I feel like the reason why I am here is because I prioritize my allies, try to stick there for my allies, stuck my neck out in the end game, stuck my neck out every round, and that's the reason why I am here, and that's also the reason why the other two finalists are here too, because I put stops and tracks for votes for them and got the blood on my hands. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. Good luck to all of you.
I would argue that there's quite a bit of blood on my hands.
Next up, Alex could not be here, but they do just have one question. We don't necessarily have to set a timer for it, but we could, yeah. But it's just for Jazzy. That's all they have. They say, Jazzy, out of the finalists, your game was the least visible. Even though I'm not here, explain to everyone why your game deserves more praise than the more vocal games.
I think why I think my game it was least visible because I work again just on social bonds and making my maneuvers by trying to just use my social game to go to keep people from targeting me and voting me out. I was not the most vocal person. I was not driving names. I was not doing things like that, but me just kind of socializing with everyone and trying to make good connections kept me from getting any votes this round. I had no advantages, no idols, no immunity during the merge, and I think that is what separates me from Cake and Mike, and I think that's why I should hopefully win.
All right, sounds good. And the last one we do have something from is Zach. I'll just play their video real quick.
Hey guys, congratulations on the final three. Mike, you are a snake. Jazzy, I love you and hope you win. And good luck.
It's loading. Froze.
I think it's done.
It's done. Okay. I know. Frozen.
I am well aware that I've been a snake in this game. It's why I'm wearing green right now. Thank you, Zach.
My erasure in that video was crazy because I had Zach's back the entire time.
All right.
I mean, they are literally out because of me, I would argue.
All right. Well, with that, we will move into closing statements. It'll take 5 minutes. Do y'all want 5 minutes? You want like 3? What's up? For each of you. 3? Okay. 3 minutes.
Fine, yeah.
Okay. And so we'll get 3 minutes. We'll start with Jazzy this time. Yeah. And then we'll go Mike, then Cake.
Okay. Okay, everyone. Thank you again for all your lovely questions. I tried my best to defend my game in the game and what I felt I did the best in the game. I think all three of us played our hearts out, and no matter who you vote, mad respect. I had the time of my life with this game. I feel like I tried my hardest, and but que sera will be. Thank you.
All right, Mike, go ahead.
Bandwidth is low, so we will wait until
It's am I good? Am I good to go?
You are good now. Yes, I will go ahead and spotlight you. Your time starts now.
I would personally argue that coming into this game, I had the biggest target on my back than anybody else as the reigning runner-up, like I've said one too many times. And I think I should be the representation for your High School Musical 2 mini winner, for the reason of I was able to navigate myself round after round, get to the end, make moves, be flashy, play where I needed to, plant seeds where I needed to, and sit in the end of the game with not only my number 1 ally, but my number 2 and my number 3 in that final 4. And that's despite coming into this game with Julia as my fellow reigning duo of the season winner. And I do want to say that I really do feel like losing Julia, despite me playing that flashy move, opened a lot of doors for me. And with that being said, like I said, as a reigning finalist from Rio at the Stars, I already said that. Sorry. Now I lost my spot. Sorry. No, I do feel like playing from the position I was playing, cutting allies where I really needed to. I think that representation of that strong game deserves to be represented as the winner of this season. And with that being said, I had the ultimate blast playing with you all, like, a lot of you for a second or third time. Much love. Thank you all for an incredible game. And may the best player win here. I don't know for sure it's me or not.
All right, and Cake, close us out.
Hello, jury. I just want to reiterate how my name was only said once pre-merge, and I, to a degree, played a very loyal game to my allies. After losing my number one ally, Steven, I had to pivot and just be like, you know what, you can't play the game from how it started with the merge to try and get to endgame. You had to be a chameleon and morph and change and be a shapeshifter to navigate the next upcoming rounds. I feel like planting my seeds with Alex, with how they were this really strong force to be reckoned with, storyline wise and optic wise, was a good thing to do. Same thing with Chrissy at Final Four. It was just, I knew in order for me to have a decent shot at winning, I would have to turn my back on Chrissy despite wanting to go to the end with her. I showed time and time again that I was a very social threat towards the merge and endgame. My name was never brought up once. If my allies were in danger, i.e. Jazzy and Mike, I got the target off of them. I tried to vote with my allies to show that even if they were going out, I was still working with them so that it could set me up for this moment. I am just immensely proud of myself, being able to do challenges that I'm not known to do. Very proud. If you vote for me, that's amazing. If not, it's okay. I feel like I played the most well-rounded game. I don't think being a reigning finalist or playing this game before should have to do anything with your vote. I think we should look at the game. If we were having the narrative of metagaming and cross gaming, let's look at the picture as of this game, not the history of the franchise. And with that, I say best of luck to the other finalists. Thank you again, Prod. And I will leave on a light note. Free Palestine and protect the dolls. Trans rights are human rights, and we're not going anywhere. And I abide the rest of my time.
All right. Thank you. All right, and remove. All right, so y'all three can breathe for a second. Jury, I'll give you 5 minutes, so submit your votes by 6:40. If anyone needs a confessional bump, let me know.
Jay, can you bump mine?
Y'all, we're back at Final Five now. Let's go.
Yes.
Because he can do the puzzles that I can't do. Just like,
You got this, buddy.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
All right, look, say good game.
Thank you.
You should have taken Mama. Blow kiss. All right, we're gonna go by now. He was oh, you blew a kiss? He was just too cute.
Yeah, he's adorable. Oh my gosh.
That was a hard vote, Vinny. You say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's like peanut butter.
I want to give a quick shout out to She's definitely not watching this, but shout out to Linz. Also, shout out to Prod for whatever drinking game y'all might have going on. There was one during Rewrite the Stars that was a shot. So if you're taking a shot right now, do it. Shout out to Linz again. Take another shot. And yeah. Shout out to Melissa, by the way. We're back here. And shout out to Britney Spears because oops, I did it again.
Shout out to my parents for being awesome and understanding for me having this finale before I have to leave to go do a Taylor Swift sing along. So we can have so much fun. Yeah.
You could potentially be celebrating.
Could potentially be celebrating by singing some Taylor Swift. I mean, that's such a fun way to celebrate. And if not for a win, I'll be celebrating someone else's win. Singing Taylor Swift songs. So
I will say going from long term to mini in terms of FTC and everything, it does not get any easier just because this is a mini.
I can believe that. This is like
FTC does not get that easier.
I've never made FTC before, so this is like a whole brand new world for me.
Before Rewrite the Stars, my last FTC was 9 years ago. So like,
oh my
just
gosh.
to have two under my belt within a span of 2 months is insane. And it's usually it's never happened before, and I've been playing orgs for 12 years.
Yeah, I think I made maybe one other finale, but it wasn't a Survivor game. It was its own kind of original format.
Yeah, I've never won a jury vote, and honestly, y'all can see why.
I haven't either. This is the second time I've ever made it to a point where I could get a jury vote.
Gotta press all the buttons. My nephew was
Gotta
like
press
that
all
at
the
that age.
buttons.
So much camera on and camera off happening.
I know. It just warms my little heart saying it.
Oh. God, that was a prod.
I totally didn't just do that for the bit.
I thought it was like, oh,
Not
look,
at
Kevin
all.
has the vote. Say question mark.
Also shout out to Liz, Grace, Jacob, and Liz's boyfriend Derek. We hung out today. It was a lot of fun.
That's so fun.
I miss you all already. And I'm really looking forward
Shout
to
out to
reunions.
Unplugged, which is the only other game I'm in right now, and maybe in or might not be. Sorry, Mass Singer.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
I do have the votes. So remember, y'all, if you do want to see your name, no matter what, you did make it here. So feel incredibly
Hold
proud.
hands with Jazzy and Kate.
All right. First vote, Mike. That's one vote, Mike. Next vote, Cake. That's one vote, Cake. One vote, Mike. Next vote, Jazzy. That's one vote apiece. Congratulations. You all got a jury vote, so it's something happy. Yeah. Next vote, Cake. That's 2 votes, Cake. 1 vote, Jazzy. 1 vote, Mike. Next vote, Mike. That's 2 votes, Mike. 2 votes, Cake. 1 vote, Jazzy. Next vote, Cake. That's 3 votes, Cake. 2 votes, Mike. 1 vote, Jazzy. Next vote, Mike. That's 3 votes, Mike. 3 votes, Cake. 1 vote, Jazzy. Next vote, Cake. That's 4 votes, Cake. 3 votes, Mike. 1 vote, Jazzy. Next vote, Mike. That is 4 votes, Mike. 4 votes, Cake. 1 vote, Jazzy. 1 vote left. The winner of Survivor High School Musical 2 is Cake. Congratulations. It is a 5-4-1, but you are the winner. So congratulations.
Congratulations,
go ahead and see.
Cake.
And that makes me the losing finalist with the most votes in Radical history. victory. Let's go. Congratulations, Cake.
Cake,
Congrats, Cake.
Go ahead and say what you want. Yeah.
Congrats, Cake.
Congrats, Cake.
Congrats, Cake.
Oh my god. This is crazy because I was just at an FTC where I lost by a landslide. And the fact that I made the FTC today and won. Ah! Thank you all to whoever voted for me. I legit did not expect this whatsoever. Oh my god. I'm getting choked up. It means so much. Thank you. And Jazzy and Mike, you guys, oh my gosh, you guys were amazing allies. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. My god. It just means a lot to win and to like get recognized for my game finally. Thank you so much. I don't know
You
what else to
deserve
say.
it.
Mike, back-to-back seasons. Chris, you are the new Chris Doran. What do you have to say? Because, like you said, you do have out of a finalist who has not won, you have officially the most votes. You beat Chris's record. So, I mean, you have nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, look at you. So, even more
I'm not
reason for you to
trying
be
to
the
take.
finalist.
I'm not trying to take the win away from you, but are you going to apologize to me since I
Hey,
apologized to
Kenzie.
you?
All right, Kenzie, we're letting the finalists speak. We can talk about that separately.
We will do.
Okay?
We can do that
Yeah.
off stream.
Yeah,
I
please.
know, but the fact that I apologized to her and she hasn't even tried to apologize really upsets me.
I know. Kenzie, we will let you
All right, Kenzie, please let Mike speak.
Yeah, we will let Mike speak, and then we'll let you guys talk it out, okay? We're not trying to be... Marvin, do you want to add Miss Cake?
No.
I just said incoming, and Marvin do the honors.
Say what happened?
I won, baby.
Add her to the chat.
Oh, I know.
Hold on, let me go get my crown so I can be crowned.
Let me go add you.
I did. I put, and also I crowned you the winner's chat. I put incoming and put a crown. So you get a crown there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Jazzy, you made it to the end. You got one vote. Nothing to be ashamed of. What do you have to say for yourself?
Absolutely. I'm just proud I made it this far because this is my first time playing Radical and I had an amazing time. This is my first finale, my first game back in 2 years. So this was such an amazing welcome back to the community. I love you all so much.
And Cake, I was saying one thing, period, because you are now the queen of the minis because you are the first female to win a mini.
Oh, period. I'm bringing representation to that Hall of Fame, baby.
So yeah,
I was PMing Cake on Instagram right before this game of like, I'm so proud of you. Your win is coming. And little did I know it would be literally sitting next to me. I cannot be more proud. And for Jazzy with her first FTC, that opening speech, I was almost in tears just of how proud I am. Also, I lied a little. Also, not to take away from our connection, let's get back on that real quick.
Yeah.
I didn't just meet Jazzy today.
Mm-mm.
We are IRLs.
Mm-hmm. We've known each other
Not
for
IRL, not like IRLs, but we have been best friends for 11 years.
11 years. We've known each other.
Just not necessarily as orgers. This was literally our first game together.
Yeah.
And I hope you know by saying that if we ever get caught again in any of these, we're fucked.
I'll make sure to remind y'all not to do that. Trust and believe.
There's one more thing I want to reveal to y'all, but I can't right now. I was never. I will say this though. I was never in my apartment. I'm in a motel room in Connecticut. I've been playing this mini this entire time with someone else in this game in the same room as me. She's not here right now, but
Chrissy just put it together.
I'm not.
The fuck?
Everyone's
she's not here right now. She's with Loki.
Here. I'm at my house
but-
right now, but yeah, we were in a motel room together.
We met up. We met up. We made plans. It was just like, and then this mini happened. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yo, this is a wild work.
And there's the real reason why that's the actual real reason why I was never voting for Julia at all in this game is because we were spending the weekend together in person this entire time, and she threatened to kick my ass.
Wow. All right. Well, we're gonna get up live. I want.
Do we get awards?
We'll talk. But I just want to close this out real quick. I'm going to say thank you so much for an amazing mini. We will see you soon in about a month and a half with Wicked. And I'm going to say this now. Applications will drop tomorrow night. So be an eye out, everything. Congratulations, Kate. And yeah, we're happy to bring Swins to the winner's circle.
Say congrats.